Hey there, Berkshire Bragging Rights. It's been a while. Um, I. You could say that my computer has been on the about 15-day DL, or 30-day DL ish, over the past few weeks. I had an issue with my charger where it wouldn't actually charge my computer. So I couldn't charge my computer, and my computer is where I have my camera right there. And if you can't film, what are you gonna do? So I couldn't make any videos, and therefore you didn't get to see any videos for the past few weeks, and for that I apologize. Um, but I am back now this week with videos for you, with a video for you. Um, First off, I have just a couple of things quick. First of all, I would like to address a statement made by Steve Lisciani. Um, he recently voiced his um, opinion on there being no videos. He was actually quite rude about it. He said um, he sort of questioned. So, now that I've dropped the hammer on Lisciani like it was necessary, let's move on to what happened in the previous week here, so I can give you guys an idea of what's been happening. Alright, so rolling into the week, we had the Dynasty at 3-3 and the New York Breslin at 3-3. About to collide. Collision course, big matchup. Um, the Dynasty took the matchup with by about 150 points, 17-19 to 15-82. Getting a big week from Miguel Cabrera with 170 points, and despite a large effort by Joey Votto, getting 198 points for the Breslin, he fell short. In our next matchup, the 5-1 Worldwide Wickets were looking to take down the 6-0 Banned Substance. It did not happen. Once again, Banned Substance had their biggest score of the year. He posted 1966. He was 44 points away from 2,000 points. That is enormous. He better get injured, because if not, he's going to be hard to beat. Lisciani sort of had a bad week, actually, only scoring 1443. It's not a great week, so Banned Substance improves to 7-0 on the season, still undefeated, and the Worldwide Wickets drops to 5-2. Mary Style Madness played Berkshire Blazing Bashers, who are just quite awful, may I say. They are 0-7, but Mary Style Madness is looking pretty good. We're 4-2 coming into the matchup, now 5-2. Taking that matchup 1,606 to 1,287. Moving on to our next matchup, which was closer than most people would have anticipated, I'm guessing. Team Wolf almost took down Brooklyn's Finest, falling only about 100 points short. She's been putting up some good numbers lately. I think she has quite a good team. It's just getting unlucky. So Team Wolf coming into the week at 1-5. Brooklyn's Finest coming in at 3-3. Brooklyn's Finest takes the matchup 1695 to 1584. So a disappointment for Team Wolf, but they'll be back next weekend. I'm expecting her to start picking up a couple games pretty soon here. Now on to the Lucky Leprechauns, who started out 2-0, I believe, versus the Richmond Franchise. This was probably the most boring matchup of the week because neither one of them scored over 1,400 points. The Franchise took the matchup 1358 to 1264, improving to 4-3 and dropping the Leprechauns to 2-5 on the season, and now in ninth place. So with those matchups, let's see what the standings look like now. In first place, 2 games ahead, is Banned Substance, who are now 7-0 on the season. Mary Style Madness is 5-2 in second place, tied with the Worldwide Wickets, who are also 5-2. And then in fourth place, we have a 3-way tie between Brooklyn Finest, Richmond Franchise, and the Dynasty, all at 4-3. Then close behind at 3-4 is the New York Breslin, and then we've got Lucky Leprechauns 2-5, Team Wolf 1-6, and Berkshire Blazing Bashers 0-7, which brings us to our league poll for this week, which is about the Berkshire Blazing Bashers. The question is, will this team continue to play like the New Jersey Nets and possibly have the worst record in BBR baseball history, or will T. Sums turn his team around and play spoiler from here on out? In my opinion, I do not believe that with an 0-7 start he has any chance of making the playoffs, because that indicates to me that he probably will not win many more games. But here are your choices. He will not win a game this season. He will get a couple, but not many. He'll win a decent amount, actually, and upset some people here and there. Or maybe he'll just win like a crazy man and win like 14 straight and not lose for the rest of the year. Alright, now moving on to this upcoming week's matchups. We've got Berkshire Blazing Bashers 0-7 facing the Dynasty, so that's a good matchup for me, the Dynasty, looking to improve to 5-3. The most intriguing matchup of the week, in my opinion, is the two teams tied as second, Maristyle Madness and Worldwide Wickets 5-2 each. Maristyle Madness has been putting up some big points lately, while the Worldwide Wickets have been struggling in the past few weeks. So I'm looking for Maristyle Madness to take the victory here and take sole possession of second. Banned Substance, I believe, is going to go 8-0 against Team Wolf, who is facing another tough matchup and will probably go down. And then another intriguing matchup for me is the New York Breslin versus the Ranchman Franchise. New York Breslin coming off a tough loss to the Dynasty, who had a very good week, and the Franchise, who had a very low-scoring week, only scoring 1,312 points. So keep an eye on that matchup. If Breslin can pull it off, they'll move into a tie with the Franchise. So important game there for both teams. And our last matchup of the week is Brooklyn Finest versus the Lucky Leprechauns, Josh North. Josh North really needs a win here if he wants to stay in playoff contention, I think. If he could do that, he would drop the Finest down to 4-4, but I don't think that'll happen. I think Brooklyn Finest will take it and improve to 5-3 on the season. That's about it for me. I don't have much left for you today other than saying keep up the good work out of you all. And I'm sorry for delaying this video for so long. But I'm back in the driver's seat now, and I'm excited because it looks like we're going to have a really close league here this year. And I still think anything can happen. So good luck to you all, and that'll do. Today on To Catch a Beast, we're hunting the Franchise. He's right around the corner. He's in the bathroom. That is sort of anticlimactic.